Hello, hello. We're going to be talking about Idaho for today and Brian Kohlberger's Amazon purchases. And my boys are playing, so you might hear my dogs. Hello, everybody. We are a live broadcast. We're going to be digging deep into the Idaho 4 case and Brian Kohlberger's Amazon purchase list. I'm getting notifications from Google. I don't know why. Boys, mommy working. Wait. You gotta wait. They're not gonna. All right, get comfortable. Get yourself a little blanket. Settle in. Get yourself your favorite drink. I've got sweet tea. And let's really talk about this. So, I don't get this. In March of 2022, 8 months prior to the Idaho 4 crime, Brian Kohlberger's Amazon order shows that he purchased, and they're saying it was a family account, da-da-da-da-da. I'm pretty sure that they're going to have family come out and go, yep, it wasn't mine. It wasn't mine. It only leaves Kohlberger. All right? That's how that'll work, in my opinion. But does purchasing a weapon, right, 8 months prior, have that much weight? Because if it did, wouldn't that be illegal? Like everybody that buys a K-bar is going to be a red rummer, so we can't sell it? But that's not how it works. I mean, there are a lot of different things. There are people that just like having a defensive weapon in their home. I mean, okay. Kohlberger also had a pew-pew by his bed in his bedroom. Why didn't he use that, right? I mean, boys, mommy working. Lucky. Mommy working. They actually know what that means. Hi, Carolyn. Hi, Zoe. Hey, Jennifer Swain, Jenny Bill, Rach, not that Rach. I think Debbie Gazzardo is here as well. I could be wrong. Hello to all my beautiful, lovely friends here. Musical Contessa. So, as I said, we are live. Hi, Laura and Noelle. Ocean Deep. So, I thought I had made you... Hold on a minute. I'll do something. There we go. Okay, so I go and I watch other creators, fellow creators, just lying. Really. We'll just say that. Just lying, really. You figure out what I'm talking about. This male creator came online with 58,000 people live and showed the new selfie of Brian. And he's got it on screen. You know how this one does. He's always got his phone and he's always like this, right? He's always showing you as he talks, right? And he's like, no shower curtain. 10:30 in the morning. And I'm like, there's a shower curtain in the picture. Why are you lying? There's a damn white shower curtain hanging up quite clearly in that bathroom. And think about it, an all-white bathroom with a white shower curtain, and you just committed a quadruple homicide, and you're not worried that think about it. You had to go back, apparently, according to the state, to the crime scene, too, between the time of the crime. So you only have 6 hours in there anyway from the time that this selfie is taken by Brian, right? In a white bathroom with a white shower curtain. Okay, so you've only got 6 hours, but not even. Crime's supposed to be taking place be done around 4:20. All right, so then we've got to head back. So that's a 10-minute drive, we'll say. So 4:30. Oh, yeah, 6 hours. All right. So 4:30 the crime ends to 10:30 when Brian Kohlberger's taking a selfie. He's standing in front. He's got a white shirt on. Now, stop right there. My son has the same diagnosis that they're claiming Kohlberger has. My son will only wear button up. He will only wear button to the neck, right here, shirts. That's it. Always been that way. He has to have the buttons on the cuffs. He has to look nice. So I don't want to hear about, oh my God, he's in this long sleeve button up. It's winter too. Right? Okay. 6-hour window. He's confident enough to stand in his bathroom with the camera pointing at the shower and the curtain and give us a thumbs up and a selfie. It looked to me with the headset that he was about to go on a Zoom meeting of some sort. Maybe he was listening to music with his little earbuds. Now, the other thing I noted was I took the photograph that they're releasing as a selfie and I put it in my color checker, and it turns out somebody has lightened this thing and washed it out to make him appear super pale. That's why his shirt doesn't look white. It looks bluish gray, because that's what they're doing to change him into looking like this, monster of sorts. It's a very bizarre thing. This same Just Really Lion, Just Lion Really, okay? This male creator that's on there with his phone, and he's saying like, look, no shower curtain, no shower curtain, no. What do you think, Maggie? What do you think? No shower curtain. What are you going to say about that? When the shower curtain's in the picture, he's holding up for everybody to see. Is the same individual that went out to his 50,000 viewers on live, so it's going to be a lot more than that, and told them all that it was Brian Kohlberger's DNA under victim Maddie Mogan's nails, which is a complete lie. Even the prosecution cannot prove that. So and then this same person ended that same live where they're going on and on about all these lies with this comment to the viewers. We don't need a jury. We don't need a trial. We already know he's guilty. So, Probergers, you're going down. He cooked. If you got to lie to convict someone, then you're a pathetic piece of shit. If you have to lie, what happened to be a creator and sticking to the fucking facts? Sorry for swearing. I'm hot after watching somebody get on there with that many viewers and absolutely knowingly lie. To put more weight on things than necessary and to outright lie. Is it for clicks and views because you know there's more people against Kohlberger, and if you're on that side of the fence you're going to get thousands more clicks, and that being on the underdog side over here you're not going to get as many because you don't believe he's guilty until proven guilty in a court of law? I better never hear this person. I have to straighten my pillow. My hip is out. I had better never hear this person say they're a truth speaker, because I will go vomit. Like, ugh. Completely making up lies. And you know what? They have went on and persecuted and condemned others in other cases for doing the exact same thing they're doing right now. And they damn sure know that there is a shower curtain. Now, it's white. The bathroom's white. He's in white. Everything in that... everything in the shot is white. It's just mere hours. Mere hours. He's had to make another trip back according to the state, so that would take time out. So if he did it, where in the hell is all the evidence? You're telling me there wouldn't be any staining on a white, thin paper thin shower curtain, no staining. I find that hard to believe. So if somebody goes on Amazon and they purchase a K-bar knife, why would be my reason to purchase a K-bar knife? I'm a woman. I'm not a hunter. Yes, I fish, but I would never use a K-bar knife for fishing, so that don't matter. But yet, I own a K-bar knife. I have the right, just like anyone, to defend myself in my bed. Right? Wonder if I'm the kind of person that has a K-bar knife in my room, by my bed, in case something happens, because I had 2 relatives. Yes, they've passed over, but this is back in the good Lord 1950s or whatever. But 2 different relatives had an intruder enter their room and come towards their bed. One of these relatives shot the intruder in the foot and caught him. He says he was trying to steal some. Aw, thank you, Ocean Deep. I appreciate that. Thank you for the $4.99 snipper chat. You are such a great lady. We love you. Aw, thank you. Hey, Jelly Brown. Hi, Carolyn Miller. Camping's another reason. Not only that, but it's a damn sturdy, sharp knife. You know what? You know those seats in the pockets on the back of the seats for the driver and the passenger in some cars? So I have a Kia Soul. I've got big pockets there. In the one behind my seat, behind the driver's seat is another K-bar, right? Because I've been places with my car where I went hiking, I did stuff, and I wanted to have a weapon on me for my own safety. Maybe I need to get some fishing line off of my dog's collar that it got tangled up in. I don't know. I'm just saying, the purchase of a knife, I don't understand why they can weigh it out and go, oh my God, 8 months prior while he was living in a different state, going to a different college, he purchased a K-bar knife. And here's the other question. Okay. They found a knife at Kohlberger's parents' home, right? They collected it and put it in evidence, but it didn't match. There are several different types of K-bar knives. What if that purchase wasn't for that exact type of K-bar knife with the emblem, right? That's a thing. Now, the other big thing for me is this idea. Who cares if he bought one? But the question would be, if you purchase something, let's say you purchased a K-bar knife, or you purchased whatever. You purchased something on Amazon. I want you to think back 8 months ago. Do you know where that item is for sure? Can you go, oh yes, I have it in closet over here by the living room. It's on the top shelf. Do you know where that item is? I'm still missing a fillet knife. I don't know if one of the kids threw it away because they didn't want to clean it. I don't know, but it's missing. I don't know where my K-bar or my fillet knife went, so I had to buy a new one. So I lost a fish fillet knife. So the selfie that's been lightened to the point it's like beyond wrong. Then also the purchase of a weapon that allegedly matches the sheath. Now, so help me God, I'm going to lose my shite the next time somebody says matches the weapon. I literally heard one of the mainstream outlets say, as they were segueing into the whole Kohlberger thing, the DNA on the knife has been the biggest subject. And I'm like, oh my God, you are a stupid woman. You don't even realize there is no knife. They have not said once that these open gouges that the coroner, Kathy McButt, she herself said these wounds, these injuries were big open gouges, not stab wounds. Quote, quote, quote. A knife stabs. Big open gouges and brings a lot of different K-bar type knives to my mind. I'm blown away by this. So for those to go out there that have to lie about it and tell their people that the shower curtain is missing, that this is the most horrific picture in the world because they haven't taken the time to look at it to see what's been done to this picture, or they're even talking about a knife in this case, are all liars. Liars. And why do you gotta lie? Truth train coming through. Why do you gotta lie? If your client or the person that you believe is guilty is so guilty, then you should be speaking nothing but the truth. So if you gotta lie like the roommates, talking about lying, what happened to frozen shock state? Right? That became a new term to us, frozen shock state. What a pack of crap loaded up and force-fed to all of us. Remember back in the very beginning when all these people on Snapchat were like, we knew what happened. We knew by 10 a.m. Shoot, I was already at work by 10. Wait a minute. I think I knew by 8:30. And then, now, we get the text messages from these girls and they're on Snapchat. Please tell me. Please explain to me. Are they really on Snapchat, or is that little missing 3 hours right there where they're not on social media the time frame where they were getting this shit figured out? Something's wrong. Brian is not some city street boy, Carolyn Miller, right? Bib, I bought a new set of knives just before Christmas. Hope I'm not a suspect. Oh my God, Bib. I mean, it is within the last 10 years. So they've come out with, okay, Kohlberger bought, so the other thing. So he bought a knife, a sheath, and oh my God, a sharpener to sharpen the knife. All right. That makes you a murderer? That makes you a killer? Then K-Bar should quit making weapons, because apparently anybody that buys the combo is for sure a killer. Right? I feel like I got... Oh yeah, my little part of my hair didn't get in my bun. Passion Flower, hello. You said the timing is interesting since so many creators are looking at corruption between LE and the university. Text then this. And the Yik Yak texting from DM. Yik Yak is a platform to, quote, anonymously text or message anonymously any college person that's on Yik Yak. It's for college students to anonymously say something. Why did DM feel the need to have protection on her message on Yik Yak? And who was it to? Because that right there is as shocking and as much of a boom, boom, boom to me as Bethany taking photos. But to have to, with Yik Yak, to be an anonymous service, much like the 4chan, anonymous. Can we start calling DM Little Miss Anonymous? Aw, Jennifer Swain. Thank you. Thank you so incredibly much for the $4.99 snooper chat. Thank you. Greatly appreciate that. Hey, Admit Audacity. I saw this, but great to see Mama's taking it in. Oh, for sure. Where's the proof of the knife on Amazon? Carolyn Prestige. It's allegedly coming. Allegedly, it'll be coming. They've got it. We don't have it. But it's in the courts that they do have it. They're saying they can prove it. And that they have witnesses, so. Alpha Omega says people are assuming it's a TikTok clone. Yeah, it's not. No. Hold the phone. We're going right now over and we're going to Google it. Let's see. Can we get browser? Okay. Okay. Yik Yak is a hyper local. Can you see? Hold on. I want you to be able to read it. There it is. Okay. Let's fix it. Yik Yak is a hyperlocal anonymous social media app that allows users to post messages within a 5-mile radius, initially gaining popularity on college campuses, but has faced criticism for enabling bullying and the spread of misinformation. The key word here, anonymous. That's the biggest boom of all. Yik Yak. I'm like, holy shite. By 8 o'clock in the morning, Dylan's on Yik Yak? Are you kidding me? And if they didn't know anything, I don't buy it. I don't buy what they're selling. So let's go back to this. So what? He purchased the whole shabar, right? He purchased the K-bar, he purchased the sheath, and he purchased a knife sharpener. Who the hell cares? It was 8 months prior while he lived in a different state. He didn't even know these girls. He wasn't stalking them. He didn't even know they existed. All right, now, they're claiming that his clicks and searches are going to reveal that he was looking for a replacement sheath after the crime. That's what the prosecution's going to claim. Here's the problem with their theory. He doesn't have the knife, right? Or they would have found it. So why would he need a sheath? One. And if he was looking up the sheath, it's because every single soul in this, looking at any of these situations of this crime, Googled that sheath. And he is a criminology student they were discussing the Idaho 4 case. It was the one thing that we all Googled. If they're discussing, which we have proof of, that they discussed the Idaho 4 case in class, and that he even commented that he had a interest and a reason as a teacher assistant to become quite aware of the case. As a criminology student, a quadruple homicide happens within 10 minutes of your house. More than likely, you're going to look it up. You're going to look up a lot about it. So after the fact, doesn't matter, because we've all done it. We're all guilty of looking up that sheath. Now, did that make it a replacement sheath for you or me? No. Just saying. Hi, Isabel, just ranking. I want to know why he'd buy leather, says Isabel. That's a great question. You know why she's asking that? Because it would be almost impossible to clean and keep clean. And it would harbor your DNA so easy because of the leathery material. And not to mention that Brian is a vegan. So why he bought leather, I don't know. If he did. And he didn't. What? Wait, stop. Wait. He never bought. Yeah, he did. Oh, shit. This case gets to my brain. He bought. But we don't know what kind of K-bar knife. There's a lot of K-bar knives. Let me just do this. K-bar knife. Okay? Let's just go to K-bar knives, the place. This is the thing. They do not tell us what kind. Look, there's a K-bar hammer. With a K-bar knife. Look, this is a completely different K-bar knife. It doesn't have the military information on the knife, but it does have this little leather sheath, and here's the hammer. Look, here's another K-bar knife, another K-bar knife. Look, this one folds. This is a folding K-bar. K-bar is a company. So, what kind of K-bar knife? Here's one. Look at that. How do we know that it matches? See, here's one that they're saying is probably the one because this is the one that's got the USMC. That's that specific knife. However, is that the kind that Kohlberger bought? Because it never says USMC. And knowing how dirty they're playing this game, they may have just left that off. They were like, oh, yeah, it's this kind over here that he bought, but hey, let's poo-poo that and let's just say K-bar knife and sheath and sharpener. Right? I mean, we could go on for days. They sure do make a lot of them. Let's go to all products real quick. And let's just look at the pages of K-bar knives. Look at these K-bar knives. Look at that one. See what I'm saying? For all we know, he could have got this picnic set. That's got a K-bar knife. That's a K-bar knife. Look, it says K-bar right on it. If you don't believe me, right there. Right there. So, oops, I made myself tiny. Feel me? And it could have been a gift for someone. I don't know. You wish you were on the jury, Jennifer? Well, just lying, really? The guy that likes to, you know, blah, 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 blah. Look, Brian Kohlberger, blood, you know, missing shower curtain when it's in the picture, that it's right there. He said we don't need a judge, we don't need a jury, and we don't need a trial, that Kohlberger's guilty. So in other words, we don't need our Constitution anymore, huh? JLR? What a piece of work. That blew my mind. That blew my mind when he said that. How dare he buy a knife, says Viv, right? Where we got this wandering orphan. Is this a killer lover channel? You're just, Jennifer, kick them. Don't give them a warning on that. Just kick them if they're that nasty. Because nobody's a killer until proven guilty in a court of law. I mean, we don't know. Passion Flower says, military personnel don't like their often issued K-bar knives because they break in the heat of battle. They opt for more reliable weapons. Hikers and hunters use them more. Thank you for sharing that. I had heard that before as well. So back when Kim, WUSA Kim, or however you want to put it, Washington Kim, she was saying her daughter and them knew all early on that this had happened, that it was old news before 911 was called. And we were like, they would have all these. They would have the phone records of the girls, of the roommates, and we'd see Snapchat, and we'd see this and this and this, Cam. And guess what? We do now. We have that. She was right. Now, I never challenged Kim. I actually thought she was right on it. I always said, Kim, I truly believe that everybody knew. So I don't know her an apology, but I feel like she got proven right in the long run already. And we don't even have the full messages. It's not an exhaustive list, says the defense. So there's more to come. Hey, Phil Heslop. Good to see you. Hey, Jackie Bushable. Sorry. Hey, Prime Candy. Good to see you all. Deanna says from chat, I heard him say he wanted to wear one of the t-shirts. I shut him off and won't listen to him again. Yeah. Yay, you made it live. Hi, Karen. Oh, you say you love our channel. Well, thank you, lovely. So when it comes to this whole, oh my God, Kohlberger's cooked because he bought a weapon back in 8 months prior while living in a different state, because he took a selfie that you guys messed with and made it look absolutely white as crap. I mean, it's not even white. Everything looks blurry or not blurry, but gauntly, right? But if you turn his shirt white, he turns into a pink human. How convenient is that? I will give you this. He got some damn bushy eyebrows in that shot, though. I will say that. Hey, Stacy. Nope, we are a truth place who thinks everyone deserves to know the truth, and the truth only. Thank you. Well, and also, we need to hear all the evidence before we jump and say that person's guilty. Abarque, someone with the initial DM left a review on K-Bar Knife on Amazon when I checked a long time ago. Made me scratch my head. How interesting. Hey, Passion Flower. It does. Their messages do look bad. DM and BF's messages. And the whole Yik Yak, anonymous. Why did Dylan become Little Miss Anonymous at 8 o'clock in the morning? That is what we're going to be talking about tomorrow. Why did Dylan go on Yik Yak? That's huge. And we're going to be talking about that. All right, my lovelies, that's all I got to say about this for now. Thank you for being on the live. We will be back tomorrow. I know it's a little later than normal. I've actually got a hip injury, and I'm moving a lot slower right now while I heal. So if my hip is hurting, I'm pushing it a little later. But I do love you, and I want to say thank you humbly for hitting the like button, for tuning in, sharing your time with me. And yeah, tomorrow I really want to talk about Yik Yak and why the hell would Dylan felt the need to be anonymous to talk to somebody at the college. We'll talk tomorrow. I love you. To the moon and back. Oh, the poll! Stop the music. The poll. Prime Candy, thank you. 6 months prior to Idaho 4 murders. It was actually 8 months. I made an error. 8 months prior, but we'll read it as 6. Kohlberger purchased a K-Bar knife. Does that make him guilty? Yes, is the first answer. A. He was planning this months ahead. Only 17%. Not sure what to think, said 18%. C. The famous answer, the majority, is B. No, Many people buy knives on Amazon at 65%. Oh my golly. If you were going to take it and take people out, and you were a criminology student, I highly doubt you'd buy it on Amazon in the first place. But then I'm just me. I love you guys. I will talk to you again tomorrow. In the meantime, start thinking, start talking. Why was Little Miss Anonymous on Yik Yak at 8 o'clock in the morning-ish? When all the friends are laying around not getting up because they're DEAD? You're on Yik Yak anonymously? All right.